Well, guys, sometimes God gives us an opportunity to practice what we preach. And recently, I have been talking about being grateful for all the adversity and hardships and inconveniences of life that we may encounter day to day, and allowing those inconveniences to let us grow closer to God. And today, I began my workday very early, much earlier than I needed to, because I am currently in Wisconsin and would like to get back home to Kansas by the weekend. And so, well, really I started yesterday. I left about 3 hours early, so I was leaving about 3 a.m. Today I'm about 3 hours ahead of schedule. And as I'm driving, and I pull over and I stop and everything, and I look down outside my truck and I see a grave inconvenience. That, my friends, is a flat tire. Now, for those of you who don't know, these trucks often do not carry spares because they're super difficult and inconvenient to deal with. So there's no spare, so I have to sit here and wait for somebody to come and get me a spare. And yeah, it's a little bit inconvenient, but that's okay, because the grace of the inconvenience allows us to practice virtues that nobody likes practicing, but everybody needs to practice. That includes patience, and patience is the main one. And I'm not good at patience. I hate patience. But it's a good thing, right? I can sit here and be at peace with the fact that God obviously did not intend me to be 3 hours ahead of schedule. Or maybe he did, but he knows that I need to practice the virtue of patience. Or maybe the resignation to God's will, even when it is inconvenient or naturally undesirable. It's undesirable to have a flat tire and to, be ahead of schedule and then be put behind schedule. I guess you can try to look at it positively, or you can just accept it for what it is. It's just what it is. So there's no point stressing or being annoyed by it. It just is what it is. God gave us this. Let's use it. Use the inconveniences in your life to build virtue. That's why God permits them. At least that's my belief on why God permits them. Yeah, I guess the point is, this is not a well thought out video. It's kind of a spur of the moment video, so to speak. But God gives us these inconveniences. He allows them, he permits them to happen. Maybe it's not a part of his active will, but it is part of his permissive will. And he allows it so that something greater can come out of it. The practice of virtues, the growth and strength and overcoming adversity. These are good things that really only come out of bad situations. Nobody knows how to practice adversity if they never face adversity. Nobody knows how to be patient if they never have to be patient. It requires practice, and if you always just have everything go perfectly and you get everything you want and everything you plan just comes to fruition, then you never really practice the virtue of resignation to the will of God. And so, really, there's nothing you can do about it, right? There's nothing I can do about having a flat tire here. But what I can do is be grateful for it. Be grateful for the inconvenience, because God gave it to us so that we can grow closer with him and closer to him, and learn to love him and rely on him more. It's hard to do. It's very frustrating. But I would just encourage everybody, when you do have an inconvenience, or maybe when somebody makes you angry, or something makes you angry, or something doesn't go the way you plan, just remember that God permitted it, and we need to find a way to be grateful for it. Because God allowed it, there's something good that can come out of it. The event itself may not be a good thing, but something good can come out of it, and we should be grateful to God for that opportunity. Let it build you up, don't let it tear you down. That was a car. That was a distracting car. Anyways, that's all. Like I said, I don't have many strong thoughts on this matter at the moment because it just happened like 10 minutes ago, and thought it was a good opportunity to put together a little video. So guys, that's all I have for today. If I think of something later before I post this, I'll add it to the end of the video. If not, just be grateful, guys. Be grateful for all your hardships. Deo gratias.